Hey YouTube, I wanted to just show you a little bit of a change I made here in my jig, and just go over a little bit about what's taking place here with this. Now once the jig is bolted down and you put the block of wood in, now this block is, you know, usually a lot bigger than this, but it's 8 inches wide. The jig puts 2 little holes in this every time you rock it back and forth, and that little bit of movement there gives you that long taper that's on the shingles. Now the problem with this was when I originally started putting the block into the jig, I had to move 3 bolts. These 2 over here, let me just screw this out here, these 2 here plus this one here. Now that's because I had this one, instead of having it where it is now, it was over here. And the problem with that is the jig hole, now you may not be able to see it with the camera, it's not exactly a round hole, it's sort of elongated, and because it's not in the center of the board, it doesn't allow you to rock on it with just tightening this up. So now that I moved it from here to over the center of the pivot point, all I have to do is just tighten this up here, and technically I can leave that sit in there. I can leave that in there and just rock this back and forth as I need to, and only loosen those up. So that reduces it by 1/3 the screws that I have to work with to be able to use the jig. But other than that, that's all I wanted to show you. This is what's left over. It's too bad that I didn't make a thinner jig, although it much thinner than that, and I wouldn't have anything to grab a hold of here when you know, I put the board in and I start sawing. So I'm just taking these and throwing them on the wood pile, and I'll split these up after they dry and use this for kindling. So anyway, I had taken the pins out of here already so that this thing could come up. So that's the end of my cutting of shingles now, because I should have more than enough shingles to finish this roof up here. Now what I'm going to do tomorrow is put some 1x on top of the roof that I need. I need some 1x12 on the edges, and then I'm going to need 1x4s up there. I'll put that up, and then I'll start putting shingles up. So I'm just going to hang this jig up for now. And I'll give you a chance to see all the shingles that I did cut. So this is all of them here. There should be about 188 to somewhere, about 188 to 200 and some shingles. 218 I think I got all together. There's a couple there that split. The reason that I have some that split, the log that I was using this morning, when the tree fell, there were branches up high on it, and they caught onto another tree and sort of split the tree in half a little bit. You can see it's worse at this end. So you can still get shingles out of this thing from like here down, so it's not a total loss. You can actually make shingles even though they may split. Like you can get shingles through here, there's no split, and then once you get to that point you can get shingles. So I have one more blank to take out of this. I'll cut this, and that'll give me the last blank that I need to just in case be finished with the shingles. So yeah, that's where I'm at today. So I made a little adjustment on the jig, which, you know, it's been working fine, and the saw works fine, and like I say, tomorrow I'll do that. And the temperature has changed drastically. Yesterday it was 80. I'm wearing a flannel shirt today. It's only what's that thing say, 64 today. It's 94 in the greenhouse, or not the greenhouse, the kiln. So that's working good. Yeah, so that's it for today. So anyway, like I say, I've adjusted the jig. I want to work on the roof tomorrow. I'm tired now. Alright guys, have a good one. Bye.